Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart and welcome to video 13 on our masterclass on ChatGPT. And in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our experts and partners who are now going to discuss AI with PowerPoint presentation coaching.
Welcome back. Now, if you are a user of PowerPoint, there are AI aspects that you can use in order to increase the effectiveness of your presentation when you begin to record your sales video. If you look inside of the Slideshow tab, you're going to see an element here called Rehearse with Coach. You're going to click that link. And basically, this is going to allow you to rehearse your presentation. And you're going to see down on the right side area here, there's going to be an area here where you can start rehearsing. And basically, when you click this button, you are going to narrate your presentation the way that you're actually going to do it so that you can get feedback from PowerPoint telling you areas where you can improve. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click Start Rehearsing, and we're going to narrate our presentation. Hey there, my name is Thomas Duncan, and I'm here to tell you that if you're tired of struggling to stand out on Facebook, then you're in the right place. I know what it's like. You're working hard, but you're not seeing the results you want. You're scrolling through your Facebook feed, and you're thinking, why can't my business be more like that? Now, I know you're busy, and you don't have time for a course that takes forever to finish. That's why this course is easy to follow, and you can implement strategies right away. That's not all. You'll also have access to instant support from me throughout, and one-on-one help to ensure that you get the most out of the course. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to stop the presentation, and PowerPoint is going to give us an analysis of our presentation. And if we want, we can click Rehearse Again, and we can rehearse the presentation again. So basically, we're going to use the AI to give us suggestions on what we can do to increase the effectiveness of what it is that we are narrating. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart and welcome to video 14 on our masterclass on ChatGPT. Now, in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our experts and our partners who are now going to talk about artificial intelligence with PowerPoint, design and accessibility.
Welcome back. Now, PowerPoint has two additional AI elements to its operation. One you'll find within the Review tab. And you're going to see it here that you can check accessibility to make sure that if you're going to be giving your presentation to someone in order to read, that it is accessible to individuals that have accessibility issues. You can click here to check to make sure that there are no issues, and this means that your presentation is likely to be compliant with accessibility principles. Now, the other AI element that you have available to you is in the Home tab, and you're going to see it here in the right side, and you can open up what's called the Designer. And that's going to open up the panel on the right side. And basically, you're going to have an AI to give you suggestions on ways that you can put your slide together. And you're going to have several choices for each slide. And basically, you can choose one element for each slide. And each slide can be individually designed. So basically, what you have available to you is that the AI will select different elements for you to determine how you want your slide presentation to look for any occasion that you will be using it for. Now, most cases, a sales presentation will require just a plain background, but you may want to vary it depending on the context that you will be selling your product. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart and welcome to video 15 on our masterclass on ChatGPT. And in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our experts and our partners who are now going to talk about ChatGPT, write a welcome email.
Welcome back. We are now going to use the entire existing context in order to write a welcome email for the customers that purchase the product. We're going to give ChatGPT a prompt in order to undertake this task. Now, this first email, we are going to give ChatGPT some instructions. And we're going to tell the chatbot that this email is for one of the first 10 buyers, which we have designated in a previous context that these individuals will receive a one-on-one consultation. And so now that we have all of our information in, we're now going to click Enter. And ChatGPT successfully wrote the email that is a welcome email to one of the first 10 buyers. We are now going to ask the chatbot to write another email for those that purchase after the 10th buyer. So we're going to give ChatGPT another command. We're now going to click enter. And ChatGPT successfully left out the information for those that came after the 10th purchase. So we can set this up inside of our autoresponder system to make sure that the right people get the right message. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart, and welcome to video 16 of our masterclass in ChatGPT. And in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our experts and our partners who are now going to talk about ChatGPT suggesting a layout and order for a sales page.
Welcome back. We are now going to suggest a layout for the appearance of our sales letter. And in order to do that, we're going to give ChatGPT some instructions in order to create the layout. We're going to write in our instructions. So what we've done is we are going to give ChatGPT some additional instructions. We want the chatbot to give us a layout. We want it to include the images that we have mentioned in this conversation. We want it to position the sales video that we've mentioned in this conversation. And we also want to suggest an element that has not been mentioned in this conversation, which is the buy button or calls to action. Now that we have given the chatbot proper instructions, we're now going to click enter. What we're now going to do is we're going to attempt to get ChatGPT to rewrite the last sales letter in the context that it has just given us for the layout. So rather than ask the chatbot to remember, we're just going to cut and paste that same sales letter. We're going to ask it to suggest the same layout, but with the sales letter it's already created. We're now going to click enter. So basically what ChatGPT has done is it has given us a suggested layout. Now obviously we are going to have to make adjustments based on our own experience and what we think we need to do in order to sell to our customer. For example, the sales video is suggested near the end of the actual sales letter. Typically, the sales letter is going to be closer to the beginning or sometimes at the very top. But you do have a starting point to begin your sales letter, and you have a suggestion on how it should be laid out and in the order in which the content should be placed, including the images. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart, and welcome to 17 on our masterclass on ChatGPT. Now, in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our experts and our partners who are now going to discuss ChatGPT and suggest colours and backgrounds for sales page layouts.
Welcome back. Now that we have a proper layout for our sales page, one extra step that we can use ChatGPT in order to help us with are the colors for our sales page. Now we may or may not get solid information, but we may get suggestions on the background color. We may be able to get suggestions on the color of our headlines. We may be able to get suggestions for the color of our subheadlines as well as our text. And so because of that, we're going to go ahead and ask ChatGPT for these suggestions. The first suggestions we're going to ask for is a background color. Now once again, we are talking to a machine, and we are talking to a machine that has now context that we have been giving it in one conversation about one subject. So now we're going to ask for a specific aspect of the layout. And so we are going to give it this prompt. We're now going to click enter. And ChatGPT gives us a suggested background color, which we can test to determine if that's what we want to do. What we now want to do is we want to ask ChatGPT for a suggested color for our headline as well as for our subheadlines. And so we are going to give ChatGPT a simple command, and we're now going to click enter. And so we have suggestions for the background color, we have suggestions for our headline, and finally, we want to have suggestions for the text of the actual letter. So we're going to write one more prompt to ask for that information. And we're now going to click enter. Now, more than likely, what we should have done with the prompt in suggesting colors for the main headline or subheadlines is we should have specified that we wanted that information for the sales letter in the above layout. Again, we are talking to a machine, and in some cases, the machine may not know the full context, even though we are still operating in one conversation within ChatGPT. So just for good measure, we are going to ask the question again, suggest colors separately for the main headline and subheadlines for the above layout. Now that we have our request, we are now going to click Enter. And what we have proven with this response that ChatGPT has given us is it actually did understand the context that we had given it when we asked for this information right above. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart and welcome to video 18 on our masterclass on ChatGPT. And in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our experts and our partners who are now going to chat about ChatGPT earnings disclaimers.
Welcome back. Now, depending on where you live in the world, you can ask ChatGPT to give you information on writing earnings disclaimers and essential pages. If you have a WordPress website, you can typically get these elements inside of certain plugins. However, if you choose not to operate using WordPress, you will want to have some kind of terms of service statement as well as an earnings disclosure, specifically when you're talking about a business-related product. What we're going to do is assume that the business selling this product exists within the United States and that we need to write an earnings disclaimer for this particular business and this particular product that we are selling. And we have our prompt. We are now going to click Enter. Now, anything that you get from ChatGPT should not be used in the place of legal advice. And so if you want to use this as a starting point, you still want to make sure that you are legally in compliance with laws in your country, in your region, and in your local area. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart and welcome to video 19 on our masterclass on ChatGPT. And in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our experts and our partners who are now going to discuss ChatGPT, how to create and copy for an opt-in page.
Welcome back. We are going to use the context we have created in order to write an opt-in page. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to give individuals information from one of the modules. Now, we're going to ask ChatGPT to write the copy for our opt-in page. So what we're going to do is we're going to paste in what the individuals are going to learn in the lead magnet. We're going to paste that into the dialog box. And then we're going to give the rest of the prompt and instructions to ChatGPT. So we have written in our prompt and we have given the outline for the content in the lead magnet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit Enter. And ChatGPT is going to give us some output. So you can use the entire context that you have created inside of the project in order to create an opt-in page, and that's what we have done. Now we don't have to use all of the content for this opt-in page. However, we are off to a good start with the content that ChatGPT has given us. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.
Hi, it's Barry Joyce from Smart and welcome to video 20, which is the final video on our masterclass for ChatGPT. And in this video, I'm now going to hand you over to our partners who are going to discuss about how to create an opt-in email with a sales message. We hope you've gotten something out of the course. And if you do have any questions, then feel free to contact us.
In conclusion, it's important to note that all of the assets that we have created in this course, we have created primarily with one ChatGPT conversation. And you'll see it here marked at the bottom on our left side menu. What we've done is we've leveraged this in getting responses with ChatGPT to complete our entire project. We are now going to complete this project by writing an opt-in email for individuals that have received the free report and then to remind them that there is a product that they can purchase that will help them beyond the scope of the lead magnet. we are going to give ChatGPT the prompt in order to do it. So we are going to give several elements to the prompt. And we're going to bring those elements in. And basically, now that we have the elements of our prompt, we are now going to click Enter so that we can get our opt-in email. Now, one of the things you'll note about the opt-in email is that the chatbot remembered our support link. We didn't have to tell it what that support link is. And that has everything to do with us using the context that we have created inside of one conversation. And so if you're going to be working with a specific project, it's a good idea to try to do all of that project inside of one conversation. At the same time, though, you want to make sure that you're saving everything that you do, since there is the possibility that ChatGPT could lose that information. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video, in another update, or another course.